Negation method. How do we use negation method to test the right answer choice in necessary assumption questions? Let's say we have a very simple conclusion such as, therefore, Albert is in a meeting on Zoom. Okay? So the conclusion is, we don't know the premises, let's say there was a lot of information. The conclusion is, Albert is in a meeting on Zoom. Now, what does need to be necessary for that to be just valid the way it is? Okay? What needs to be necessary? What things need to be true is, Albert has computer to be on Zoom. Albert needs to be able to connect with there are other people. There's at least one other person in the meeting, so that Albert is having meeting, right? There's so many things that need to be necessary for this conclusion to be just valid, that Albert is in meeting on Zoom. Now, let's say there's an answer to it that says, Albert has internet connection. That's something that's necessary. Albert needs it, right? If Albert doesn't have internet connection, how can he be in a meeting on Zoom? He cannot. It's just not possible. Zoom still hasn't able to come up with technology to be able to be, function without internet. So that thing is something Albert do need, and that answer choice is necessary assumption. But let's say for whatever reason you think that no, we don't need internet for Zoom, and then you want to test that answer choice. You want to negate it and see that whether it weakens the conclusion. So we will negate that answer choice. The answer choice was Albert has internet connection. Negation of that would be Albert does not have internet connection. We're taking its opposite. Now, when we negated it, does it weaken the conclusion? When we said Albert does not have internet connection, can we still have conclusion that says he is in a meeting on Zoom? Can we still say that? No, we cannot. If the internet is taken away, if it's unplugged, then his meeting ends, right? He cannot continue to be in the meeting. He won't be able to have meeting on Zoom. So that's what happens in negation method, that when you suppose that the answer that you really like, when you negate it, when you suppose it's opposite, and with that negated version, it weakens the conclusion. It then makes it clear that that is the right answer choice. Because only one answer choice negation will weaken the conclusion, and that's the necessary assumption, the right answer choice.